So hi everyone, I'm here today with Mark Garbelotto from Australian Academy of Sales. Mark, I attend a lot of networking events and there's a lot of talk around the failure of small businesses and the statistics around it. What are some of the reasons why these businesses struggle?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's a great topic, Tim. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 60% of small businesses fail within the first 3 years. And the reason for that is lack of funding. So they go in with not enough money to begin with, not a good management and strategic plan, shortage of customers, no proper training. So they're just some of the reasons why they actually cease operating, within the first 3 years, according to the Australian Bureau.
And some of them that I've met, they're really good at what they do.
Yeah.
But when they strike out on their own, they start their small business, they struggle.
Yeah.
What could you do to help them?
Well, look, at the end of the day, the reason why that they do struggle is they were working for a corporation and they were great as a technician in that operation field, and it might be, a graphic designer, it might have been an accountant or a lawyer. Then they've decided to become an entrepreneur, and one of the things that they've never really been taught outside of their profession is how to actually, find and acquire new customers and hold on to them for long term. And then again, that's another reason why businesses cease operating. They just don't have enough, customers. So at the end of the day, we've got to learn how to acquire new customers. We've got to learn to go to the networking events like you do, and learn how to network professionally. Follow up with those people, follow through, and acquire new business so that you can keep growing your business and keep growing those revenues.
Yeah, well, for some people, it doesn't feel like the most natural thing. It's a bit like getting on and cold calling.
Yeah.
Without the right training,
yeah,
it can be difficult. Is there any tips for people who need to get out networking or need to cold call to support their business?
Yeah, so when I work with a lot of big businesses and I ask to go in and analyse, underperforming salespeople, the first thing I do is I use psychometrics and I use acquired attributes. So they do some online testing. And in the networking environment, when we look at psychometrics, there's a couple of inbuilt traits which we call gregarious and sociability. And if you, as an individual, have a really low score on both of those, it doesn't mean you can't network. It just means that you have to learn how to network, but more importantly, you have to have some adaptive behaviours on those traits so that you can actually network more effectively. So when people say to me, "Can you train on my guys?" It's like, well, you've got to train them in the soft skills, but they've got to have adaptive behaviours on those inbuilt traits.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Mark, for sharing those insights today. I think the big takeaway from this is that if you do start a small business, to make sure you've got the right support and the right training to add to your skills. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thanks, mate. Well done.